Welcome back to the ESL ESEA Pro League. It is time for the match of the day. Fnatic up against Team Solo mid here, going down on Mirage. The knife is underway, and it looks as though TSM have managed to claim that one, so they will be getting the choice of side. But I cannot stress enough how much I'm looking forward to this head-to-head.
This is going to be absolutely epic. Fnatic on a resurgence after a bit of a nasty streak, and TSM losing two of their last games. Their last two games they dropped to Envy and Virtus Pro. So we might see two different sides of the coin here going in towards this one now. The knife round is over. It looks like Team Solo Mid have opted for the CT side to start things off here on Mirage.
And the best part is these two teams are so close on this map. Just in 2015 alone, 33 wins for Fnatic, TSM 34, and that's out of 49 times played for Fnatic and 48 for TSM. But stats aside, we are live into the knife, and we are seeing a very interesting 3-2 split here from Fnatic. Two through that, through Palace, while the rest pour through towards Xyp9x.
Xyp9x be waiting there, of course, and he does manage to, well, with the assistance of Dupree, at least take down Olofmeister. Now backing around the corner, Xyp9x is second and third. Crims, so that was two for him, of course.
But the bomb, it's going down on A. Fnatic are going to get at least the plot out of this one, but TSM have 5 players ready and willing on the retake, and Cajun B doesn't want Xyp9x to have all the fun. He's going to get in there, and JW, trying to battle it out, does get taken down. And TSM pick up a good start here with a 4-man remaining side and the defuse.
Spending 3 players to try and sell something over at the B side didn't work out, especially with them dropping in a matter of seconds there. Xyp9x with 2. And of course, Dupree getting involved in that one. Beautiful stuff to start things off. Fnatic coming out the gates with a bit of aggression here, but you know, TSM, it has been said, are one of the best teams at dealing with Fnatic's style.
Well, it's more true than ever. You saw that TSM were one of the original teams to do so. But then to kind of flip the switch here, Fnatic did win last time they met on this map at the Fragbite Masters. But outside of that, it's all been TSM. But we are seeing the force up we saw from Fnatic. It's become a little commonplace, but it's something they normally do through mid and then split towards B. It worked out very well with Olof always pressuring this connector where actually Device is waiting. So JW and Pronax patient up by B, but this is Device going hunting, and he gets denied. Flusher with a shutdown. Now Carrigan gonna have to deal with this. Gets the tag, but not the frag.
So Grenade gonna follow now as he backs away. Dupree that will make his way under short. Through that smoke, really push this one. Carrigan has moved all the way back towards Connector. He's looking for another one, doesn't connect that shot there. And Fnatic are free to move up here. It's Olofmeister and Crims just sort of knocking at the door. And Dupree maybe thinks about ladder room here for just a moment as Fnatic have so much control. Olofmeister's already got his way in, and Carrigan will have to move around towards CT. TSM being shaken
Cajun
from their
B
podium.
though, round the back, he's in their spawn at the moment. He might be able to get a lot of information here. He's caught a lot of players on the rotate. He may have taken some damage, but he's spotted out at least one. Gonna back up. Olof is the thorn in the side though. He's gone through that kind of mid window. He was boosted up earlier on, so he can get around the back of the likes of Carrigan, Cajun B being vulnerable. So Cajun B now taking the fight in apartments.
Nice, a great spot there, and Carrigan goes down elsewhere. JW also deals with Cajun B and TSM down to 2. Xyp9x is forced to rotate now through mid with 4 players from Fnatic converge on this A side. Dupree drops down. It's just Xyp9x to do a lot of work. He gets Flusher, but it's not going to be remotely enough. And there's Fnatic getting one on the board.
Yeah, Fnatic flexing through mid early on, getting that gun down and giving that one over to Olof, who got boosted up into the window, then being the kind of player right in between the middle, leaving TSM in dire straits, and then Fnatic just closing in on the net. So 1-1 now. Fnatic buying up in that second round absolutely perfectly. And now TSM going in for the Deagles. Just took a couple of P250s to close it out as well, but no armor, no utility, and Fnatic taking the straight up challenge in mid.
Again towards mid. This is where Device got caught out a couple of rounds ago, but not this time now, as they are sitting well back. A lot of smokes and Olofmeister leading the charge, but Dupree shuts him down with a headshot from the Deagle. Crims takes a headshot as well, down to 2 health. The Device cleans him up.
What on earth is going on here? We've seen one switch up, now we might just see 2. Dupree dancing around the pole. He gets down Pronax, and now it's a 3v2. TSM have the numbers, but Xyp9x gets shut down by Flusher, and we're back into what should be a Fnatic round. The bomb is being planted as we speak, setting up well for JW. Now Cajun B and Device have to play the retake.
You can see there, I think it was Device, no, Cajun B trying to work out a shot as the smoke went straight in towards him. Flusher will waste no time in getting himself up into apartments here. Device will work from short as Flusher sits well back on this one. JW at Van and TSM. They're very lucky to pull this one away. I think they are strapped for options here, and they'll be strapped for cash after this one.
Yeah, and Device already recovering that gun. I think it's time to maybe keep hold of that more than anything. And Fnatic now know that the time is running very low. JW's going to find Device. Cajun B, though, will at least get one back. Not going to make it too easy. But JW, will he make it away? No. So actually, TSM making it quite costly for Fnatic. However, it will be their round regardless.
JW to drop there at the end as well. He had a rifle in hand. Still Fires be able to come back out for them now, and Carrigan again going to be going for that scout. It's a force here as well. An M4, a Famis, and a CZ. Interesting stuff here from TSM, and Zipnik should buy himself some armor, at least in the moment.
So Tech 9 for Crims and a Mac 10 for JW. This could be a fairly difficult round in theory. If KGB and Device get a good start, they could do a lot of damage to this, and KGB is waiting patiently perched, and if Device's nade gets a little bit of damage done, this could be cautious. Oh, but no, Pronax already fighting KGB. Gonna make this a hard one for TSM to do damage on, but Device dances around, denies one, gets a follow-up. Device, that is huge. He can't get the third flasher brace in. It's a 3v2, but TSM have the upper hand.
If you've been wondering why people have been singing Device's praises lately, that is a perfect example. Great work under a lot of fire there as well, but still some work for TSM to be done now. It's a Famis down.
Oh my god.
And there's Carrigan dropping as well. Olafmeister does manage to burn him to bits. So 2v2 now. And it's only Max 7 for Zipnix as well. Dupree's going to try and make something happen here from T-Ramp. The bomb is loose as well. Olaf has to circle around to pick that one up. It won't be an immediate plant. Look at him sitting patiently under Palace.
Oh god, Dupree doesn't know. He's right on top of Olafmeister here. Dupree, he's going to find out right away. Oh my god, he goes on the ladder! He's down to 13 HP. That could have been so much... Well, it could have gone so much worse for TSM. Now Flusher kind of cornered in left, right and center. He's going to find one. Zipnik should win this challenge, but he's only got the Mag 7. But it's enough to close out the deal. But that was a treacherous round. Taking that shot on the ladder then was a dangerous option coming through. And luckily enough, Olaf did go down, but that was... Well... This is what I expected from these two. Look how close this got. Device playing so well at the start here. Able to capitalize on one, somehow follow up on Crim so well, and almost adjusting perfectly towards Flusher. 2
versus 2 at this stage now as TSM keeping themselves in this one with a great round just now. The Mag 7 doing some work. That's been traded in now, definitely. So we have P90, one AK. It's very much of a mix of guns here for TSM. Carrigan still on that scout. A lot of flashes towards B here. This is going to be an aggressive push from Fnatic. They're coming in strong, but there goes Pronax. He drops first. Ignis is trying to hold for 2. Flusher drops as well. Oh, look at the turnaround as well. He looks towards short, and Olaf will go down. They tried to make an aggressive pistol push on towards B. It's just not going to work out as Crims will be the last to fall.
So well played by Zipnix. He didn't even flinch until Dupree fell. He knew that side was covered off, and as once Dupree did go down, he even adjusted perfectly for it. So Zipnix showing some real class there as that B player, but nicely done. Just look at this already. First comes in, second, not even bothering about the players that were kind of pouring out until he knew that Olaf found Dupree. So just really well played. But that has put Fnatic back on a buy now against JW with the AWP. We're seeing not necessarily the ideal purchase from TSM either. Carrigan sticking it out on the scout here. Let's see what they can do with it. 4 players looking towards A for Fnatic.
You can see straight away TSM sort of giving up that mid control. They're not working from mid window as all, just working around the periphery. As KGB was aggressively pushed up towards Palace. Here's Dupree as well. He's worked his way up mid. He goes for Olafmeister, but Olafmeister just a little bit too fast there. KGB waits his time. Carrigan makes that scout do work on towards JW. KGB sees a player pushing out, but look at this. Olafmeister is there as well. What can be done as Flusher jumps straight down. KGB 1 for 1 for 1. And there it is, trading out 2v2 now. Carrigan with the scout back behind the box here. Has Device. He's got some work to do as well from the side. He gets himself an AK though, and we see the bomb is still loose.
Can't believe Carrigan already got 2 there. Device gets slapped back by Crims. And now Carrigan in a 1v2. 50 seconds. Fnatic have time, but will they bother to rotate? He knows he's got the tag there towards 1. He's not going to get the follow-up. Fnatic shut it down, playing straight out of A then, and will recover that AWP. So Olaf doing the real work there through mid, coming back round towards A, and then keeping that round in line. But Carrigan once again going back to scout. And why not, I guess, if you're able to achieve that sort of presence. This game, though, this is such a scrappy start. 3-3 at the moment. And, you know, every round being turned on its head. Every single player playing well. No one's having a quiet game just so far. So it looks like Fnatic want to play fairly aggressive here, playing ahead of the smokes they put down. JW's going to get the tag on towards Cajun, but not going to follow up too quickly.
Yet another force here from TSM, and it's time to see exactly what they can do with this. KGB sitting close as well as Device up in his spot there. Dupree sends Olafmeister packing on short, but he's push on towards A. Device is there. KGB gets involved as well, but those two have managed to hold off the push. Pronax fancies a shot. He steps up to the plate. He gets on towards Device, and Cajun expecting a jump over Tetris at this stage, but just 2 for Fnatic left.
Yeah, Dupree's on the rotate as well. If Fnatic try and take their time, this is going to go badly, but Pronax wants to take matters into his own hands, and he does well. KGB falls, opening up presence towards A, but TSM flex back. They say, okay, if you want this, you've got to get the plant, you've got to take these peaks, and Carrigan goes for the early shot then. Almost catch off JW then, but Dupree is working his way through Palace. Zipnik's holding back by CT. Fnatic are going to have to work for this somehow. But then again, it is JW, it is Pronax. These guys could find something. Dupree peers in. Not sure if he spotted out one then, but Pronax took the fight towards jungle, catching out Karrigan. That's opened up the map here.
You can see the TSM giving up ground, trying to wait for dupreeh to get there, but maybe it's been a little bit too late now. It's JW looking up, but dupreeh will take him out. The bomb is down, and that's Pronax getting it done. 3 kills for him for the round. But what to be done now? You can see dupreeh trying to set up a flash on towards that one. Zipnik's being drawn out from jungle, and there it is. They do get the finish towards Pronax, and it will be a defuse and solo mid to head back out in front.
Dangerous round though. Both of those players just, my god, look how scrappy this one is. It's been so back and forward. But as you said, TSM do close it down, and that got a little treacherous. Once we saw, I think it was Pronax just opening things up towards jungle. It became a possible round for them, but in the end, dupreeh's position just catching out JW, pulling that round back in. And now we're going to see Fnatic back on a bit of a shoddy buy. Now, last time they did this, they went for that B play, but maybe a little too predictable here. Not going to go for the Tech 9s as such. More P250s, a Deagle as well for Olaf, so maybe looking towards mid. As let's remember, dupreeh has consistently been a nuisance towards that sort of play, but a smoke and 2 flashes for Pronax as well, so maybe looking to build something here.
Just as well dupreeh actually picked up that AWP, because Karrigan still would have been out of